Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another YouTube video. Allincrypto here, and today we are going to be talking about Hedera Hashgraph. And in this video, I am going to be giving you my price forecast for Hedera in the first half of 2024. And to say it right off the bat, I am very optimistic on Hedera's price, and I am going to be giving you guys a technical update on where we see Hedera getting to by the end of the first half of 2024. And this is a video that you do not want to miss. And if you are new around here, do consider becoming a subscriber, because we're going to be doing this for many other altcoins, cryptocurrencies, and of course continue to update you on Hedera's journey as we go on this year. So strap yourselves in, guys. This is going to be a predominantly technical update. So we're going to be getting over to the charts. I would like to start off with the fact that I am fundamentally a big fan of Hedera. I think DAGs are still something that is really to be explored and to come to the forefront of the cryptocurrency revolution. Distributed ledger technologies are have a very wide application, and they're all done in a different manner. And of course, Hedera has adopted a DAG, which actually offers a plethora of benefits to a kind of legacy blockchain. And I think Hedera is a project that I like for very different reasons to many of the other cryptocurrencies that we talk about on this channel. Hedera is what I would term as a kind of more institutionally friendly blockchain. Many cryptocurrencies were born with the kind of vision of replacing the traditional legacy systems that we have currently. And actually, Hedera's approach, I think, is more so to enhance with distributed ledger technology, i.e. Hedera, some of the legacy systems that we already currently have, upgrade them and bring them onto the distributed ledger technology space. So we're a fan of Hedera for very different reasons than we are a fan of other cryptocurrencies. Perhaps there is, I know some people would say there's a moral argument there. People have a beef with the governing council. People call Hedera centralized. And I think this comes from a real lack of understanding with how distributed ledger technology actually works. But this isn't necessarily a fundamental video. If you would like one of those, please do let me know in the comment section, and we are undoubtedly going to be doing more fundamental updates, talking about the governing council. I think this year we're going to see a significant number of new governing council members. We saw, I believe we only saw 2 last year, and one of which was Dell, which is a major industry player. But this year we are going to see a lot more, I believe, governing council members come online. There's going to be a lot of hype surrounding that. And the fundamentals for Hedera, I think, look great. And then when we dive into the technicals, you know, it also kind of aligns with fundamentally all the great things that are coming for Hedera in 2024, and the price is going to move as a result of this. And technically, this is all signaled. For those of you that don't watch my daily market updates, to get a broader context of the overall market, the overall crypto market, and where that's heading, and also the traditional markets and where they're heading, because there is a correlation with our small but very significant space and the kind of more traditional markets like the stock market and things like that, gold. You know, it's well worth subscribing to the channel so you catch those daily market updates, so we can help you guys navigate the kind of waters of investing. But let's dive into technically what I'm looking at with Hedera. And we're going to be outlining the current stage that Hedera is in right now. You know, Hedera is still, in my opinion, really basing, and we haven't seen anything yet for Hedera. You know, we know Bitcoin has done significantly well in the year of 2024. Many of our altcoins did very well, and Hedera did well by all accounts. But it's what comes now that I think is going to be really interesting and worth paying attention to. So we're going to be looking at the Hedera price. We're also going to be looking at a sort of blueprint of what I think is to come for altcoins and where they're currently at using Injective, which essentially, to just sort of spoil it and tell you right off the bat, you know, Hedera is here in regards to it still has this to come, and it's going to do it in the exact same manner that I think Injective has done it this year. You know, I think this is to come for Hedera in 2024. Let's show you that. So when we're looking at Hedera, you know, this is typically what we would identify as a stage 1 base. So this is a basing stage for the markets. Those of you that follow me, you'll know that we called a lot of these out on the stock market. And it really played out to a T. We were calling also a similar thing for Bitcoin. You know, we were one of the first people through the door in 2023 on January the 5th to actually say, look, we're now long Bitcoin round about sort of the 15, 16K range. So Hedera right now is basing, and this is a very, very traditional and typical double bottom structure or double bottom pattern that Hedera has been forming now for a very long time. So Hedera has been basing for a while, really since sort of mid 2022, and it ultimately is on the cusp of breaking out of this and is going to, in my opinion, lead to probably you're going to see gains to the tune of around about 300% in 2024. Probably by the first half. We're going to give ourselves till the first half, the end of the first half of 2024 to be right on this price prediction. So we have this double bottom forming for Hedera. And ultimately, you know, how you predict a target for a double bottom is you basically take the low of the pattern till the high of the pattern, and then you will add that to the point of breakout, which we're going to... You can play around with this neckline a little bit. We're going to take it to the wicks because the price actually did trade there. You could maybe lower down this neckline if you wanted to trim the wicks. But for the sake of this video, there's no... I mean, technical analysis it can often be like, you know, three blind men feeling up an elephant. There's no joke there, by the way, guys. You know, one person's feeling the trunk and he thinks, oh, this might be a snake. And you know, it's open to interpretation. Technical analysis it works. We're hopefully have proven that to everybody. But it's not a silver bullet. So we're going to say that the neckline for, or the key level of significance here for Hedera is around about the 9 cents range. So once you break this range, which we're hoping we see on volume, it's very likely, in my opinion, that this pattern is going to give us, or the projected target for this pattern is around about 26 cents. So this is where I think the price is going to go. I think it's going to happen inside of the first half of 2024. But ultimately, that alone from where Hedera is today would be a 230% gain. But it's what's going to come after that, potentially depending on how long this takes to play out within 2024, that's going to be exceptionally interesting. And then we're going to be bringing in Injective to show you that the exact same thing happened here. It hasn't just happened on Injective. Lots of the stocks that we were long last year also did the same thing. But ultimately, this is the sort of projection that we're looking for with Hedera. And the interesting thing about this target here is look at the level that this target is going to interact with. A very, very key level of significance that is ultimately going to set you up for a broader pattern that is essentially an inverse head and shoulders. This chart's going to get quite messy, guys. Do forgive me. And then that could project, and we're going to do it with you guys just for argument's sake. Remember, we've got this smaller double bottom that needs to play out that's going to project a larger target and potentially give us our 2024 price prediction for Hedera. So if Hedera does this, it breaks out, might come back for a retest, and then goes on this journey, it's likely, as this is a target, going to see a period of rest, which we want to see, which essentially is going to set up what is a broader inverse head and shoulders. Now, that is going to allow us, and if you guys do not believe in technical analysis, and I'm going to save this chart and see how it progresses throughout the year, so you can call me, you can say, oh, you got that wrong, you can say, oh, you got that right. This ultimately is going to set up a broader pattern that potentially, and I don't know exactly when this is going to occur, could see, and we're taking these targets, by the way, on log scale, a Hedera price in the $2 range. This is exactly where I think Hedera is going. And we're going to go over to Injective now, which has all the traits of Hedera. Remember, we're saying Hedera essentially is here. Very common on a stage 1 base, which is essentially what this is here. When you get the break, you get the retest. We can show you this on multiple we can show you multiple examples of this. We could use the stock market perhaps as a barometer. We could use Bitcoin as a barometer. You know, do subscribe to the daily market updates. But this double bottom pattern gave you a projected target to here, which then ultimately set you up in the same manner that we think Hedera, or in the same kind of way that we think Hedera is going to do, with an inverse head and shoulders, and we're giving you a bit of an injective target here as well, that is going to see, we'll just do this very quickly for the sake of time, a projection here, and watch all this play out, guys. You know, injective's probably looking at going to 73 cents. $73, sorry. So Hedera is here. It's double bottom. Well, let's see if it can get to this neckline here. Form a broader inverse head and shoulders that will predict us a $2 target. So to kind of bring things back down to earth and to show you many things, and most people don't watch things like others dominance, which essentially is the dominance of others outside the top 10 market cap. You know, this was something that we got very, very right. So we had a smaller head and shoulders that predicted a broader head and shoulders that played out. You broke out, you come back for a retest, and now your others, the cryptos outside the top 10, are about to go to around about a 20% dominance. So this stuff does play out. It plays out time and time again, and Hedera is earlier on this journey. But technically, Hedera looks fantastic. Fundamentally, it looks good. At what point would we say we were wrong and really sort of admit defeat? Well, as if we ran this low down here at sort of 59 cents, so 60 cents. That would be where we're looking at scrapping this entire idea along a basing phase into a breakout. But Hedera has essentially been, you know, in this range now for a good period of time. We're waiting for that breakout. Hopefully it's confirmed on volume, and then this is going to set into motion a broader trend. So to kind of summarize, our price prediction for Hedera in the first half of 2024 is 27 cents, 26 cents, thereabouts, that ultimately, once it gets there, it's not over. It's likely going to set up for that continuation pattern, which will be the broader inverse head and shoulders that could predict us that $2 price prediction. So save this video, remember it, guys, and ultimately, you know, let me know if we've been right or wrong in the next 6 months, and then from there, we'll predict even further. That's really all I've got for you guys. Very bullish on Hedera, very bullish on the whole Hedera Hashgraph ecosystem, and of course, the sort of governing council and everything that's going on there. Thanks for watching. See you all in the next one.